from England or America for for can train you for make you become self-reliant on somebody we able to think wise, right? Enough for me able to think twice and able to do something on your own, right? So we dey go to their offices and why government dey employ them because from say when they come they go able give a very good service delivery to the people, right? So if you don't have office day, you're not going to work to waiting the people they expect you for do. I think say we get for just day like for the push una off so that we're not able to do a very good work for the people, right? So we then at their offices and for remind them and tell them about what they need to do for the people of Sierra Leone, right? And the government don't put they pay them, that they receive money from the conservative fund. Now the duty, they want for one. So all the one them where they and then places will be not the region. But me, Sierra Leone, some people can say, now this country, now a country where the people that they with them, they want the way they for possibly we can lead them, if for be a man or if for act like a soldier, right? Because people that they way like they do sometimes some people can use their power, some people can use their influence. Some man will tell you say this I will do I not say I will do nothing will happen or nothing will come after that. Some people can talk that, right? And if una get the kind of people that among una, so what you get for do? Una get for make a bylaw. That bylaw they na ain't get for take them to task, right? Now you get for take them to task because what it means is that go they rate so much. Now when you go say if you do this, you will get a fine or you will go jail. I read that one day. When you tell person that one day, when you say now you will pay fine or you will jail. Okay. So you see, so the other time we see outside EPA they get for make a raid and they get for apprehend some people and they get for find them. And when you find person, he pay next time that person now he will go warning other person will also involved because they know themselves. The one way they can do that thing, they know themselves. So the one way we not apprehend, we not able handle away. When you go, now in our go the good news. Yeah.
Okay, Jones. In the form of the program now, Morning Dew, we reach live on all our radio. We will bring out the program to you this morning. I will present Moses Amal Luceni. I'll do with me company winner
William Christian Label.
Indeed, just in case you want to ask questions, you want to contribute inside the program this morning. It's 73 11 55. Those on our cell 033 23 5150. Or 031 06 06 30. The program now Morning Dew will reach live on all our radio. Frequency modulation 90.1. Before we left inside the program, Bokai Jones and come to Kekene Moy, he touched one key side that governments don't play in role in making sure that we actually fight against the NTR with the happen now the country, particularly flooding and mudslides with the happen now the country. And we get an institution with charged with the responsibility for actually prevent people not for go areas when are disaster prone areas. Is it that you want for put onto the listeners outside that this agency has not been contributing or has not been actually communicating or sensitizing the people with regards to those disaster prone areas? Is it that you want for insinuate here this morning?
No, I don't want for subscribe to the fact say people not be all the go and sensitize the people or whatever you want for. What do you want for say
but
here?
But the thing is still happening, Bokai.
It is still happen. Just like I say,
so the problem lies.
Not to everybody not get the same level of understanding. Now that's all for making.
But you know, see, I'm still the
and there are people. You know, go tell them something one they able to take them up. Somebody you would talk to and attention yourself not there to you, or what you talk the next moment you ask her what I say, it will tell you the wrong thing because. That will tell you say it not get a retentive memory where it go able to retain something even when you don't tell them once and again. So therefore you get for the continue for tell them again until finally where you go able comprehend what you get for you get for tell them right or you want for make it go do. So but if you get that kind of problem then I would missed. So added to sensitization, I think the best measure where authority for put now for let them make bylaw that if you go under they will catch you, if they catch you get for go jail or you go pay a fine. I think what it make corruption business they minimize in this country now because of that you pay a fine or you go jail or you do both. Yeah. If they will say anti-corruption, not be get it like that, they go able control corruption in this country. No, because people in this country, people are stubborn. Especially when somebody if you say work no day, the only way for survive for make you go do cause damage for able survive. So for able control that kind of people, now law they control them.
All right, Bakari Jones, 1-4 left you and come to Keke Nemoy. In the meantime, follow the program now Money Due, which live on all our radio on 90.1 FM. We bring out the program to you this morning. Mina Moses Amalu Sina, the door with my company winner
William Christian Lipo. Indeed, Fambo them Yusuf King had the opportunity for audio concern, comment and view to the number 073 33 11 55 or 033 23 5150. Or Yusuf where they use Q say go send them on the number 031 060630.
All right, let me come to Keke Nemoy. We get an institution as well. We charge with the responsibility for actually give building permits so people for actually erect building now places themselves. And what happened now turn of as of recent, all of those areas, people with the think outside the box will say not to side that one day and for actually erect building. But at the end of the day, we see houses them that side in the. What's more you left for talk on this?
When it can come to disaster, naturally, I can feel sad for talk on disaster issues because nobody know they where they wish for disaster. Even the one them we don't die, may then souls them rest in peace. At the start time with a mudslide, we happen at Lookington. Lookington, the particular side where that incidents happen, they don't exist for the past 20 to 35 years. That community don't exist, and people be don't live in that community. Way back when I been the university, in that same community, I been on the live myself as well. The only problem where I get with the institutions them when at the Ministry of Lands, it's like the institutions are there, but they are not working. The rules are set, but they are not going by the rules. So now that make I can say, salon policies, now policies on paper, not to policies with action. Those community, even you will not go university for no waiting a land, or you not go do geology, or you do geography as well. The moment you don't reach Lookington community, you gonna say, if you get a demarcation of whose side construction for stop. And when then construction activities them they go on, you see the ministry when a Ministry of Lands, we're responsible for the building of this country. You see, then they go, then tell you say stop work, report to lands. Normally these things they don't happen. From way back where they turn. About 3 months ago, I've been there. Even 1 week, 2 weeks ago, I've been there, and I visit the same community. When I went there, I saw a lot of houses were reports to lands. When I say reports to lands, then people then get for reports to land, and they go there. But all of a sudden, in the next 1-2 months, when you go, you will see even the red council paint mark with Kingi. When you go there in the next 2 months, you meet it don't go up. So which means the institution is there in the name of saying land ministry day. Then they. That's I'm not going to deny the fact then they. But the problem where I get with them, they are not executing the work. And this one whole issue of who side for bill, who side not for bill, will they only come forget that into action if waiting the government able work in good relationship with the land owning families, because the land business now this country don't be a business. The business of land now aim occupies everything now, and every young man when they come up more in the city, you look at the amount of rent where you pay, then you look at within the amount of transportation, you equal to within you salary the first thing wey dey carry you mind, you say Alec na uphill, and they go catch me palm body. So this issue of catch me palm body don't even make the land ministry for time being, environmental protection ministry, land ministry, they no get that system say let's plan this country. That is what I always tell them. Sierra Leone is not planned. If you look at Sierra Leone critically, it's not planned. House alone not plan. You self can attest to this. When we go, we will be done opportunity for go to other people's than country, like countries like Senegal. Senegal, you get a special site where they say this type of house for them. Like, that make it very easy for lost na Senegal. The same thing go to Ghana. Then get a type of building structures where you erect na certain places. But it is not done so in Sierra Leone. Salon, now, if even you come up Blama Road here, where you make like you dey go Bandama, you dey see exactly wetin dey happen. There are structures wey not for dey na the city, na the heartbeat of a town, but they are there. And where you talk, person will tell you say, na so we meet and na so we left from. But as a well-planned government institution or country, I think so wetin can happen. Then get specific buildings where they can say this place because of wetin now this and this for the day. And more especially, most of the problem where we dey get now as a result of unqualified contractors where we dey get. Unqualified contractors. Somebody go dey say na more slide don't happen, so now you dey can't talk say contractor, you dey blame contractor. I blame contractor. Western world, when they say contractor, you get to study the swear first before then they make you contractor. But this country, somebody can just grab overnight, they go begin do messing at work, it's a mean a contractor, which is wrong. When you look certain swear, you study them, you look at them, you and them lands ministry. But even these guys working in this lands ministry, most of them don't even study geology. They don't study geography. Some study business administration because of inflation, because of waiting, influence and other things. Then they take them at the department and say can't work. So which means they are taking the wrong people to work in the right places.
Yes,
which of course
say, it's a serious allegation because you know the land ministry, a whole ministry. We actually we for take people them them qualify for acts in their offices. You know, people will listen to you go see they don't go subscribe to that because if somebody not qualify by all indications, you know, for actually work in the ministry. But however, in the family program that money due, they reach live on all our radio frequency modulation 90.1. Kicking when we still there with you inside your presentation, you make one key thing where we all then the way we get for do it, they mark them where they can put for their houses in. At the end of the day, then people then they can go on a lands. Then all of a sudden we can see back the house. We can see then continue for build the house. You know, what are some of the things that you think can happen along the line?
Well, for me on personal investigations who have been on the mount, waiting I can't understand. They are not even asking for any other thing. They just they ask for documents where you land documents where this and that. Forgetting the avenue say outside that structure for day, you know for day. Similar thing they happen currently in a Plainfield na Kenema. Plainfield na a government land, but we don't see people, the family where get Plainfield, don't they sell and give other people.
Yes, you go for camp that side.
So before at the camp that side, now they at the camp. If the ministry really they work, if they really work, let's say you don't stop person say no bill na ya. You don't put some plain stop work. Make the person not go and come and begin continue that work. So only God knows waiting and they talk on that ministry and waiting and they do that.
Yeah, at times people will listen to you, or maybe you know me not to the devil's advocates, me not to the public face for their institution and they. But again, they will tell you say, you know, them mark them day where they can mark their house and you don't mean say disaster prone areas. At times they do one because you know go actually seek permit from them. That is why they can mark their houses then. So?
Well, that's gonna be one. But again, disaster prone areas again forget the mark. Majority of the places of the houses we need to get that mark when you investigate thoroughly now waiting disaster prone areas. So saying now that I'm not one for subscribe to it. I no wan for really subscribe to am because we all know you na salon man, me na salon man. Na salon we don dey, na dey they don born we, but we know say these institutions are there, but monitoring no dey.
Okay, Jones, let me come now Kenema, and but before we come Kenema, and we wanna touch one key side that we can see some structure them. Lands can go make the mark. At the end of the day, they say reports to housing, and later on we can see the house them. We can see people can continue for build the houses them. You know, people will listen. So we now go on for know exactly as to what can really happen along the line.
Yeah, just me, man. Just don't for analyze your points of view. You know, all the study about the activities and the lands. Of course, me no for subscribe to the fact say they know the work, right? In as much as you see that red mark and the X houses must not say they self the work, yeah. Because if person no go, you not see any mark, from that particular office of somebody go and do na outside or na the committee, you will say no, these people don't know the work. Like SLRA from time memorial. I don't ever see the kind of radio or they go on newspaper say no, na A, B, and C, D we don't do na Kenema, and we don't say with the monitor, Pavifort, and all the rules that we don't do, we they go do A, B, and C for that we sure say they do the right thing. Yeah. Me not ever see on a newspaper or they go na radio where I will the PRO say na this ABC na in a way plan of action we have for take inside this month or next month, right? But if you see house get X, we get red X, where the door go right on house, right? That tell you say it not enough for tell you say that na the mark of lands.
I think say you get me wrong, yeah. I think say you get me wrong, yeah. No, this level we try forget something, yeah.
I think we are the moderator here.
Yeah.
Right?
And we are the moderator, yes.
Are they coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't mark X, that'll tell you say that house day you need for reports to the ministry.
Yes.
They get something for tell you. It can either be advice, because that they work. You don't understand. They understand. They get the expertise, right? They will tell you exactly what the danger where you will be exposed to if you continue for building in that particular area. They will tell you the advice. They will advise you what you need for do so that your life and your property will be protected. So that you made the right that X so that you for reports na ministry. Something will get for happen. At one time, I began for go to the ministry. The man waiting, the manager, and the boss, right? After where you pass a little bit, this Dama Road Mox. Where you pass Dama Road Mox, now that swamp on the left, you see structure in the day. Now swamp. They are. I not even call the man. I meet with them. I say, "Pa, what did they happen? When they see them places and the swamp area, people they build it where they not due for, where they not supposed for build it. What did they happen? What you tell me? Just like what you say, Ali, and that makes me say at the rightful point where the authority, need for really check, and see and really able put them on the toes. Nine of them people who they call themselves land owning family, right? Fine. Now they box up and corrupt the community for people. That is when they don't come up at double says now swamp that they say give people them for let a big house. All and what they know say if they don't take that money from you, they're not going to return it back. But then they use them, what they use for, and where you go, where they corner you, sometimes either you go say, okay, make I go go through the back door, ma give money or ma bribe so that they go left me. Right? The man tell me, he say, well, we get problem with the land owning family. He say because the MF say they get right for sale, any side they need for sale. The say they get right for because now they get the land, they go sell give anybody they want for give, right? So if this thing they happen, they will go some side, outside and no go area. Even when government will say, you are not a place where due for sale, where supposed for sale. Yeah, and let me tell you, I always say, when you grab na family, you get for land, you get for do something, you will team up on your own. Because if you don't get that kind of thing a day, where you go able to team up and you able to support your own family, time go reach some side, you go even plan for sell motor man. Yeah, and so then people today, most of them, they not get nothing for depend, they don't get no side for get if they hand to much for sell land. If somebody, if you don't sell land, you're not going to survive.
Okay, Mr. Jones, you and on your presentation, you be trying for blame the people themselves when they sell land, when they call themselves land owning families, and you self normally say you self when they go buy the land, you need for get up there say the particular side the way the land owning family they go show me say I want for sell this place, and you self go look at them say no advisable for make buy that land and build house there, and she say you need to avoid that and look for other place.
Let me tell you, now you make I say this country waiting go no more go direct and shape this country now in a law. Yeah, when they tell you say you go yonder, you go there, they go hold you, they jail you, or you pay a fine. Now that make anti-corruption they able this country. Yeah, if not that they don't go able. Because the only thing we Sierra Leone man go afraid now, where you go say I will jail you, you will go jail. They will keep you some side, they go they feed you. That one they afraid of. Yeah, so that they able make people that they get control. But if not to that, no way, my brother. Not to even they talk will make some people even way let me tell you.
Yes.
Just like I say, somebody if they hard up, if they explain here, if they display here, it will left more they go hold more time they sell them. Yeah, so if you get that kind of people that they way like they no get no side who side they depend pass the sell land, una get for be careful with that people that they or else they go you go the left now use you go the left pass sleep the car will say paddy man grab this place here will get for sell.
Yeah, but Mr. Jones, let we left law out of this matter. You self they go buy land as you get the money now you they go buy the land and you don't study the areas where they go buy the land. And you get for things say tomorrow in the future if I build Osnaya something must get for happen in the long run way they affect life and properties. Then you know people think about that except law intervene in that kind of thing.
And if that is so, that now what they call corruption. And if corruption happen, not to one man they do them. Now two people go meet up for do corruption. The one way they give and the one way they take. Yeah, the one way they take, the one way they give, it gets a mindset. Where it all make up a mind for saying that this how they do. Even though it's not good, but because of today, I don't get what I for put in a pot for let me and my family survive. I will do anything where I will do for able to survive for this day. So that kind of people in a day. So if then they you were there under you say if you want to go buy that land, you say no matter what it go happen, yonder I go must get there. Like I pass the other way. That other way where they pass, now in that other man where they look for that family where you get that land. Now you they look for. Now you not a rightful customer. So you see how they did they go, eh? So instead they go, they two don't meet up now. did okay. Did they go through? Because one, instead they go to mindset say that place I must build it, I must get there. No matter what it go happen. No matter what it go happen, a last penny in your pocket, it go spend for let it get there. The one safe way it get the land, instead tower. It say no matter what it go happen today, my pot go boil. Then two people don't meet up. If you see what it go happen.
Alright, yes, and the listeners, you listen to All Out Radio 90.1 here in Kenema, which use a program where na money due, and you self can get the opportunity for send in your text message on the number 073 33 11 55 or 033 235150, or you self with the use skill say you can send them on the number 031 060630. And listeners, we dey try for go quickly to you, Mr. Masakwe. You don't try for say before this time you don't do your thorough investigation. You can see and the Ministry of Housing then they go mark house X. Then later on you see say they continue with the construction. What you yourself don't do as a journalist for see say you do investigation and know what it make them kind of bad thing that they happen, Mr. Masakoi?
Well, just like I've been beginning for talk in the first place, me because I have been not been get the points where I've been try for say, but I think say we all two they try for arrive at the same point. The ministry is there. The ministry there. That I not go take that off. The ministry there. But let's say if the ministry there, may them try for enforce the law. Now, when issues they happen, when disaster they happen, the first call now waiting environmental protection unit. Now then, the first call, not so. The second call now, the Ministry of Lands. Before donors and other government parastatals them they come in. Now, una know say now, una get this responsibility. Anything will happen now, una first then they call in. Why una for go allow the families for sell side where una feel say no okay? As a ministry, the government they above everybody. Why government can mark certain places say now government land is where you go pin structure, the government they come and broke them off. Not so. Where government can broke them structures. You know the case not they go nowhere because waiting government gets legal something but that place there.
Alright, indeed. Before we go for a music break, let we come now Kenema, and of course Kenema self. Let we actually lay this free on flooding to rest. We come to Kenema, and Kenema self. Now city over the years, flooding don't they actually disturb most home them, and i.e. na Nyandiama, of course, Betihoma, and as of recent, and then this year, we see similar thing be one for happen. Now, the streets of Kenema, example, Sumbu Street, of course, and same also we been get for see similar thing be a one for happen at Petio Oma and that of Nyandiama.
Lumbebo.
Yes, yeah, exactly,
Lumbebo,
exactly. Yeah. So you guys are journalists. What you wanna make up of this as well?
Well, to start with, I be don't talk say for Nyandiama. The people them where they even go rent places in Nyandiama, then inside them where they no say rain they disturb, then they have to be blamed. Because the landlord and landladies them always they interested in na for maintenance come tenants come. So like for Nyandiama is not to see the business.
Okay.
It be don't they go on. Even from where we have been picking them where we they come up na the city. It be don't they come or we don't they hear about Nyandiama. But since then always now make us I can say you see the councillors the councillors the honorables if person talk now then can vex sometimes then go say that person they not like we they not do this they not do that but it's like they're not a work in the interest of the people because Nyandiama na one of the key area that one day where then every year then they affect by rain. Like the recent thing happened for Sumbu Street, where the one happen at Sumbu Street, although it not happen, but it one happen there because like yesterday, me come on walk that side for come bicycle feed under. You wear shoe, you know they able walk at the water flop the street. Then other are they blame? Are they blame directly the Pavi Forts guys? Where SLRA for them big a monitoring to them, just like how me brother been say. You don't understand? But they are not working in fact. Because over and again we don't tell Pavi Forts if una not ready for make any road, una not can dig there and left farm. But this Sumbu Street issue, this Sumbu Street here, now as a work result of waiting Pavi Forts do. Where they don't can dig beside them, now the water they can settle. And up to date, nobody know when and how they therefore do this work. So like for Kenema, so I'm worried. I'm really worried. Because the same thing where Freeton on the experience. Now the similar thing don't begin to happen at Kenema. People are just selling. The Cambu Hills, they don't sell all. We don't left that one day. Then they allow people, then they mine stones. Then they mine gold.
All right, you actually touch one Q side that the one we get for the Cambu Hill, and we get the EPA, and of course then charged with the responsibility for protect this Cambu Hill, and then self gets the staff them where they always stay at the area for actually prevent people for invade into them forest and they them place and they, but we still they see people they buy their land and they people they actually we don't see a lot of human activities that put on so now them forest them. Is it that the EPA are not working by their mandates or they not actually do what the people of this country they expect them for?
Well, for me, the EPA not come on a timely time.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Then late for come. That's how they tell you. Because the moment EPA don't come, they don't meet most of the Cambu Hills don't sell down.
But see I'm saying now right from there, they for use the power of actually preventing people and they from this Cambu Hill.
How you go use the power when the land owning family and then the direct to say na ya una yon bandride na ya yon bandride. So you see.
from your presentation, you touch one key area where they talk of mining golds and stones and they push stones, and we understand say government don't they go ahead for also employ people themselves when are the forest rangers them. When they self now the responsibility that for going to them forest them day and see say they stop them kind of thing the way they happen. And recently, as I talk to you, I can go as far as RTI up now the Kambu here. They see people and they see the mine stone and gold now that area. And the forest rangers they now the stone, then they move, but we not they see them the walk. What do you say if you get for say towards that?
Well, I think say as you also now a journalist, this is not a question where not to me for pose them to, if pose them to the EPA and the forest rangers. I think for understand say the office for the by Blama Road, not so. Go to them, ask them this question because it was the question I asked them. The very day where they go Kondebotum, what did they do? Then go Kondebotum up the hill, then go meet me there. Really, but me spots them. So really, I be one for investigate what's in the car and go up there. When I go. Are they in a million little corner? I don't make exposure on somebody know me saying that this and that. Already I see them do, then go and take hammers them from people. Not even the one where they inside the yellow, where they do it and they do. Where then go then get a boundary line where they be on cross, where they don't pin pillars and all the other stuff. As they go to that boundary line and they stop. Now the pillars are no more than they stop. Then they afraid for go into the forest for see exactly what's in the happen.
Yeah, perhaps,
and most of the activities are inside the forest. They happen.
Maybe that's them boss they actually tell them.
Well, that make I tell now say well then kind questions them now show them on for post them not to me. Me in my own view, they are there. They don't go make demarcations, but Africans with the black people we are stubborn.
Alright, one more rest a little bit and come to Bokari Jones, senior colleague. And Bokari, of course, we don't see the Kambu here. The human activities that actually disturb this Kambu here as we speak. And similar thing, waiting we don't happen at all. And I mean the mudslide and this flooding as of recent we just happen at all. You know, people would tell you say, and if people don't begin for interfere into them forest, then people don't begin for actually tamper with them healing the similar thing will actually happen as well. Now, Kenema, what do you will ever say towards the one day?
I have a very thank you. You know, Sierra Leone na a country where get law and they get people them with a law abiding people, and you only left with you know how to implement the law, right? And if you left handle, they will exactly again remote control you because you don't become weak, right? And this particular issue. An issue we at the just the you know they think way back we playing field be there in day one, right? And me know we that time Dr. Dennis, you know, na there be there na that ministry at the Home of Affairs when I be the minister, okay? So they begin for come. And they therefore talk to people. They get a series of meetings with the land-owning families. Yeah, and funnily enough, you know, somebody be the crack joke. One of the family member he say, he get that one day we get for disarm now. As long as we don't can, what make it talk that one day because the government own side of responsibility where it be supposed to fulfill, it not be fulfilled all. So they said that side the whole. And they continue for do what they're supposed to do. Yeah. One as a government, we know say now you get the escape of the country. Okay, you get power, you know, and every other law they work with the law of the government of Sierra Leone, right? And every other person where you know a land owning family, you get for work with the law. Yeah, but whatever they happen, you, the government, we see government can come, government they go. And so, if that is the case, if you don't come meet the land, now people and they were responsible for that land, they said get right for the land. Now we call them land owning families. They go rent you. They go say, okay, this will they give you because you the govern we, but you not to the right, you not to the owner of this land. Now we get the land. We are the custodian of this land. You know, now we get paramount chief, we get section chief, we get family members. Okay, so they get for lease the land. Then you want freehold, you will come pay them off. Then the land, who say you don't demarcate for be your area where you get for operate, it get for be permanently owned by you. And so that's why the government be they lease the land, and not be ever make freehold. So now until where people don't begin they now encroach the playing field very seriously. So that's any now they okay, well, if that is the case, one freehold, let this field now be the property of the government of Sierra Leone, where it will be on freehold, not on lease. The people there off. So now Emirates say anybody want for do anything at play field can see the ministry, and the ministry will get talk with you before ever you do anything. The one that say we don't build before they make that freehold, where the government go give them money. Now finally say this one now the property of the government of Sierra Leone. So now we don't put structure before this time. We come meet we and we'll come to one and see what we going to do to the government. Right now, this problem where government gets with most of the land owning family, would they talk and go talk a come, but the government self need for do in your part of the whatever it need for do responsibility for, so that it will get grip on their areas and they. Yeah, you know, just tell people, oh, now come on now so and so one for now this area would all demarcate now this area one and this area where you not get anything where they hold on, where you go to map as an instrument where you go able get you the full right for making you get hold on anybody where you go against the law. Yeah, so if you just can in that kind of mood and day you still there on lease. You don't get freehold. So what you get for do? But now people in land. Now family they get that place. Now family they get that land. You get for get there, you respect and do whatever commitment you need for do to them. Yeah. So if you see that most of them thing they happen, most time the government need for do something and able whatever able do for let them people that left for sell them land they able because the only way for do pay off. Get a freehold. Let una come up with this lease business, because what they say that lease every year when they give them something, the moment when that year they pass, they not get what they're supposed to get from una, then they go haywire, they will do bad. So you see, so for let una able handle them, una pay them off. Let the land be like they come with waiting una need for give the family if una not get an lease una the leaser, una pay them off, let it go be a freehold now, so that let we see whether they go build up there. So you see, so but if una still there on lease rent business, this lease every year una they pay the family for saying no this land una be don't give we, because what you make it pay that lease that tell you say not to you get them the person they pay to na ain't get them, so now you make it pay that lease. Right, so if they pay that lease, you get for make sure say let the other person they come to one able to do something where instead go be pleased for, so that go encroach.
Bakari Jones to the holiday farm the program now morning due the reach live on all our radio frequency modulation 90.1. Just in case you want to ask questions, you want to contribute inside the program, you get a liberty for do them on the line 073 33 11 55. Those on Africa cell 033 23 51 50. Or here's the way they use QCell. You go do them on your QCell line 031 06 30. We'll go for a music break. When we come back, we go to the inbox, bring out the SMS, and same way so open phone line for yourself call and contribute inside the program this morning.
We'll not go get another salon past this one. Salon now one.
Saraya. All Out Studio. Salon now we don't know. Do ya wanna take a phone with do ya let we pray for peace? Now the only place I know. Do ya wanna take a phone with do ya let we pray for peace? You know okay another. You know okay another. You know okay another. You know okay another. Say you know okay another. Salon. You know okay another. You know okay another. You know okay another.
Alright, yes, Fambuda indeed. Now, so we go welcome Sef Una inside the second segment of We Use a Program where now money do we come to now every Monday to Friday from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Inside the program, to the listeners, we get with we safer, we call it journalism self we then come up we talk through the things that we done the Apuna Kenima and Freetown way now the flooding and the mudslide we can Apuna Kenima and Freetown. Now we want to go inside the inbox and bring out some of the text messages that we don't come in inside the program. This one here they say good morning All Out Radio and good morning the studio guests inside the program. One for really ask question towards waiting may border be they say inside the program we say the reason why them disasters that can happen purely we need for the blame the Ministry of Land. You feel say that the correcting that way for blame the ministry instead of for the blame the land owning families and also the one they self with and they buy the land. This one they come out from Mohammed Kalon in say in the Hebema.
I think whilst we bring come the SMS as well, Fambu, just in case you want to call, you just like call on the line 079-44-2085, 079-44-2085 or 033-733-660. You say we'll call on the line now 079-44-2085, 079-44-2085 or 033-733-660. Yes.
All right. I continue with the text messages and stuff within the inside the inbox. This one here they come up from Mami Kamara in say the Nyandiyama. It's a I am really happy when you are talking on the issues that is dealing with the flooding. Of course, Nyandiyama, we now victim them as we self be done the experience then kind of batting and they for the past 2 to 3 days we be done the rain. But we really want for plea to Wuna self now the journalism self or let Wuna they take move and talk to the organizations that were responsible for them canteen and they for say then try for stop the one that way they're not for bill who side and supposed for bill. Because with the CC inside Freetown we lost a lot of lives themselves. Even though Kenima we not get any report of that yet.
I think we will bring Cambo of the SMS because the program. We get barrage of SMS and time is fast spent. And I think Kekenemoy, you listen to the SMS we come in so far. Which will be your responses?
Well, the first text we talk say why we know they blame the land owning families rather than we blame the government. I think say that person no gets me right, it gets me wrong. I tell una say the whole issue of them problems in here is between the government and the land owning families. Because as a government or as a land owning family, what the government need to do? I think say the government gets a role, then they sign plan. Any plan where somebody don't buy a land, then they sign that plan. Portion the way the government's representative they sign. Then portion the way now the land owning family they sign. Me if it's as a government, waiting for do as a ministry, don't just sign plan. Not just in our office they sign plan. When I say signing of plan, make sure you and this person una work out, una go reach who side this site there. Then from there you go profile your advices. Then you call them now the place say come. Now the office. Then from that, I think say the whole issue now between them two in there, the government and the land owning family. Sound like they know they work together. They only they work together when it comes to waiting sign. Now sign and come together pa. But when it comes to waiting, that issue of who sign for sell and who sign not for sell, I feel say them all to know they together. They know they see one side. And then to the last person, the last message where una read, where the person say Nyandiyama, we know the pain where una they feel. But you self when a tenant na Nyandiyama, I think say some people then na houses them for over 7 to 8 to 9, 10 years. Then still then at that same host day. But the same events don't they happen to now. It don't they happen. Like me, other person will say place there for firm place money. But me no say every year where I buy property, I put am where rain can dey destroy am, where this can dey spoil am. Wetin I get for do? I dey decide lock me, I left that side and go other side. So the one where they inside them, if you don't then host them where you don't see say water they enter every year and you they tell you landlord or you landlady you know they do anything. I think say now you right for left. So now that's me get for them messages them when I read.
All right. To you, Jones. We want for make yourself quickly respond to the last message we come in where it say we need for take a move as journalism self and talk to the institutions and where they're responsible for CC then stop people them for make them not bill who said they're not supposed for bill. What is if you get for say towards that?
It's just that maybe the post will not be the lesson, from the very first time.
No, when I plead, they plead.
Well,
really they plead. So now, as journalists.
When we begin the program, I already be tell people and say, me know the sleep for that. Yeah, I know the sleep. At the enter now, every office where I say, they get an issue, they get a road for play, for the development of Mama Sierra Leone. So with that, I don't visit so many offices. Yeah, and even the EPA, the time where they come, but this come where something begin for happen, where they begin for go after some man them where they might do serious mining at that place after would blow serious trumpet about the issue. I think I believe part of the team we begin for go another and we begin for make arrest of some people. We begin for take something out of something from them. Right, and so I know say EPA be do the work. It's only that they need for add more, they need for do more for able to say they don't really able get hold on them places and they win them people that they tower for destroy. It just say that sound like Motorman in trap for set a very much difficult, right? If you send her up, it go under. If you send her down, it jump at up the fence. So what will happen? You just get for set them in the way that will get any way for escape them. Yeah. So now because of this, they make where people they go then do them till and take advantage of what they feel say it do best for them. And one of the ways where I feel say now a trap where government does set now where it does set rangers for the look. Now they pleasant because one and the other thing again, the rangers themselves na motorman they get for equip them. Yeah, they get for equip and most of them money the way they do them mining, they illicit mining and then place and they not there so no more because they know say that the wrong thing they do they get all anything where go say instead they go get protect they go protect themselves. So when you say they go there, you need to be protected. You know, just get for good day because you want for good day. When you go there, you get for be protected because within the day, they already get something where in themselves they protect them because they know say what they do is not right. It's just like somebody will go thief. Somebody will go thief, and you know we just say no more. You say this native man the beginning around must not say where they go there, and not say what they go do a bad. So it will take anything alongside with them, waiting it will protect. In right, so when you say the good day for go apprehend that you get for be get protected. You get for get something we will protect you in case. So now that some though I not be get for go interview them directly, but any other time maybe I will get an audio interview where I'll get to them. Yeah, and somebody just tell me say where they can newly they not be know the game. Yeah, they go on patrol up the hill. Some man come and don't get shoes 9 foot. Why? Because they not be know the game. Is it for say why you go there? You get for you not go just go there like that. You get for protect yourself. You get for get something where go protect because the one way they did it, they know say that they in problem, that they in trouble. If you able lay hand on anyone, it go perish. So because for me it not perish, it will carry something where you go able protect her. So you see, so I hope and that's them go take this advice and they're able to do the work, for the general masses.
All right, yes, indeed, listeners, as we don't reach now the climax of this program, we want to turn the mic to you, Mr. Masakwe, for make you tell listeners and what you get for the party message.
Well, my own party message for this morning, just the advice, my brothers, sisters, mama, papa, everybody say one with safety depend on we self and then we own hands them. Where you dey go find place, make sure say outside you dey buy safe. No go seaside dey near water because you urgent for buy place bam. Where you dey go rent house, make sure say you do thorough investigation before you dey go na that house day. Till we meet, I tell me listeners them thank you and bye bye for now.
So you, Mr. Jones, what you get for me your party message?
Well, a very short. I want to say let we all be law-abiding citizens. If you abide by the law and you like yourself, you like your country like how you like yourself, and if you say you go able to do wrong. If you like your brother as you like yourself, you know I even see Anch they go clean panel. Yeah, so now for let we like ourselves, let we love, show love to each other and to our country. That go make we be patriots, right? You got to be patriotic. When you don't become a patriot, that's the game. Thank you very much, Brother Bakari Jose. Tata, till we meet again.
Alright, listeners, that now the golden voice of we studio guests themselves inside the program where they can help we for push this program go before today. And myself we come help me border for do this program. Me now the co-presenter and me now William Christian Lipo.
Indeed, Fambo don't come to the climax of this program this morning. The program will be listening to now Morning Dew. Morning Dew the program is designed by the staff and management of all our radio. We bring people from different quarters for educate listeners. It's happening in the country. Inside the program this morning, we get with three senior college journalist, Bakari Jones. And same with so, yes, Ali Keke Nemwe Masakwe. And with topic of discussion this morning, we critically look at the mudslide and same also the flood itself we happen at the country, Freetown, and that's of Kenema, now the eastern part of the country. The chief executive producer for this program, the CEO of this radio, Mr. Yusuf Saraya. The producer for this program, and the general station manager for all our radio, Kenema Kono Kailan, and the person of Mr. Bakalole. Before I go, I want to thank the production team for their tremendous contribution. I also want to thank the one themselves who take the time and text inside the program. The one themselves who try for call, but the program will almost come to an end. We bring out the program to you this morning. I'm the lead presenter, Mina Moses Amara Luceni. This program will return back to you tomorrow morning, fresh, maybe with different presenter. Tell them I'm out.